Welcome back, everyone. The high school soccer postseason journey is now officially underway as local boys teams began their first round district games today. The quest to that state tournament is now on. First up was Boynton Hole Rock Valley taking on Sheldon Scipio Cheaton. Nighthawks start things off with a free kick, and Brian Gonzalez absolutely rocketing that one to find the top of the net. That extends their lead 2-0 in the first half. Later on, Nighthawks pulling ahead here. Ike Vanderbrink beats the defender. He boots that one up and in. It was just nothing but smiles from him as it's now 3-0. Just a field day with those goals as Ulysses Zuniga right on target there. Make that 4-0 Nighthawks. And the momentum did not slow down in the second half either. Here's Gonzalez firing one to the right corner. Left corner, that is actually. Boynton Hole Rock Valley cruises to the shutout win 6-0. Continuing the 2A action is MOC Floyd Valley facing Spirit Lake. Dutchmen get the corner kick early as Kevin Anunza fires one off, but keeper Eli Robinson right there for the save. Lots of open looks here in the first half. Spirit Lake kept pushing up towards the net. Great look there, but not quite lining up as this one stays at 0. Dutchmen keep pushing it too. Irving Ramirez Iniguez takes his shot, but Robinson pushes that one away. MOC Floyd Valley would just keep knocking, but each time Robinson came up with those monster saves. Spirit Lake goes on to take the win in this one, 2-0.